Namaste. Welcome to Global Gita Study Group. I am Satya Kalra, your host for the study group and also the founder of Path to Anandam. We had a session yesterday about is Gita's teachings are relevant in today's time? And then one of the questions came was, why do I have to work if it is all divine play? And then it provoked many questions yesterday. And my favorite question came from one of the viewers was that I work many times. When we work many times, but we do not get our fruitful results. We do so much efforts, we put so much efforts, but we do not get our results, fruitful results, desirable results. And we work so hard. How can we be more successful in our life? Listen to the question. The question says, many times we work very hard, but we do not get the fruitful results. We work very hard. Very hard. If the work is enjoyable, if we like the work we really want to work, then why do we feel it's very hard? I think the answer is right there. When the question is being asked, when we work very hard, which means we are working with so much effort, with so much stress, so much focus on the results that we must get the results because we are working very hard. And I think, and it's not that I think, according to Bhagavad Gita, because this study group is study Gita made simple, applied Gita's teachings. So how we apply the teachings of Bhagavad Gita in our daily life. So thank you very much, Manojji. This was one of your questions that many times we work so hard, but we do not get our fruitful results, desirable results. And there were several other people who asked very similar questions. So I am summarizing the questions so it answers your question as well as other people's questions, other viewers' questions. And as I said, the question itself has the answer. The question is when we work very hard. When we work very hard, we expect the results very hard. We put so much stress, so much anxiety into our action. And Bhagavad Gita says, Lord Krishna says, this is where the problem is. When we expect the results, it's a beautiful verse in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 247. In fact, many people say that whole Bhagavad Gita depends on that. And actually, I agree on that. Because this particular verse, Karmanye vadika raste, ma phaleshu kadachan, ma karma phal hetu bhur, ma te sango astu karmani. You put the best of your efforts on the work you are doing. You must focus on it. Do your best. At the same time, ma phaleshu kadachan. Do not expect the results. Now living in this world, how could we not expect the results? Because any time we do any action, we have a goal in our mind. So this verse has been also misinterpreted and has confused many people. That why do I do work if I cannot expect my results? But this verse goes beyond that. And it says that we must put our best efforts. Because when we focus too much on the results, we create anxiety. When we create anxiety in our system, our adrenal glands secrete lot of hormones. When it creates lot of hormones, cortisol, which is responsible for the anxiety and nervousness, then we get more stressed out. When we are more stressed out, we have more anxiety, we have more expectations, and we are working more harder because we want to get the results. But what happens here? Our body is filled with anxiety, filled with the cortisol, which is responsible for creating more toxins in our body, which is giving us more stress. And we all know with the stress, with the toxins in our system, sometimes we cannot sleep because we are so much worried about our work, and our immune system goes down. We start feeling sick. So focusing on the outcome and not focusing on the effort, because by focusing on the results, it dilutes our efforts. So that is the one major cause that we cannot put the best of our best efforts to do our action, even though we are working very hard. And we think we are working very hard, but we are not even aware of it, that this anxiety is reducing the efficiency, our mental power to do our best. Physically, of course, we are working very hard, but mentally, we are not connected to the work. That's the one cause. The second reason is that many times we work, but do we know that the work we are doing is best for our system, best for our aptitude, best for our personality? Because according to Gita, we must work according to the personality, our personality. For example, if someone is introverted and puts in a job to do the sales, in fact, I know someone who was so introverted, so shy, but he was with the company of friends who were extroverted as well, who were in the sales job, marketing job, and they were making lot of commission, lot of money. And here this fellow who was introverted was doing his accounting job. So he had a fixed salary, and his friends who were in the marketing were getting bigger paychecks, bigger bonuses, bigger commissions, because they were selling. So his friends told him that, why don't you come and join us? And he listens to his friends, left the accounting job, and transferred himself to the marketing department. But he forgot that his personality, his makeup of his system is introverted. He does not enjoy meeting with the people. He likes to work behind the desk with crunching the numbers, which he loved it. But here he had to go out now, talk to the people, talk to the customers, and that was the biggest barrier for him, because that was not part of his personality. So, of course, he couldn't sell, because selling and marketing needs a different type of personality. So he lost his strength, what was best for his system, and he could not adopt. So basically he was being a copycatter, going after the rat race. And when he started going to the rat race, he became a rat himself and getting rotten, because he could not perform his job. He lost his job because it did not fit in personality. So that's why Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that you must work according to your swabhava, according to your personality, according to your makeup of your attitude. And do not just go and copy other people. Do not mimic other people. So you have to know yourself. The bottom line is you must know yourself. What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? And work according to your strengths. And of course you can build the skills wherever the areas you need to learn the skills. But at the same time, you do not have to copycat others. Because even it says, Lord Krishna says, it will create. You will not be able to perform your job because you in Bhagavad Gita. It tells us that there are basic ingredients to do any work. And those ingredients are that we must know what we want to do. What is our personality? In fact, I have a book which is called Prosperity Forever. And in this book, it explains that how we should work. What are those ingredients which gives us the best results? And according to Bhagavad Gita, those ingredients are, we must work according to our swabhava, according to our personality. So we must know what kind of strengths we have, what is our swabhava, what kind of weaknesses we have. If our job requires certain skills, we should develop those skills. And also, whatever we do, we must do it with our love and compassion. It's not that I have to do it. I shouldn't be so irritated about my job. Otherwise, your employer will not get the best result and you will be miserable and you will not get the results what you are looking for. So do whatever is the best according to your personality and then put your love and compassion. Consider that job as a worship so that you can reach wherever you want. The sky is your limit. Even a cleaning person enjoys their work. And I can share a beautiful story with you that these people who come and collect the garbage, we had a person who was coming to collect the garbage, but he was very entrepreneur. Even though he was collecting the garbage, but his mind was always going around that how can he do better and better. So gradually he built a team where other people were working and he built a team of the people who were collecting the garbage. Then he starts selecting and building the team. And he went to the point where he ended up buying or he bought one of the largest garbage collecting company, which we call the waste collection. So he went to collect the waste in the neighborhood and that he bought the truck, then he built the company and today he has one of the largest waste company in America. And where he started, he was just coming to clean our house and collect the garbage. So sky is the limit. But he identified that his strength is to build a team, collect the garbage, and not only collect the garbage, how to clean the environment. So then he did the waste management company, he also started the recycling company. So he starts separating the garbage, then recycling it and all that. As I said, sky is the limit. Nobody's going to stop us. But we have to know who we are. We have to work from bottom of our heart. In other words, we have to put a love and compassion. And also, we should put our best of the best effort know what are my weaknesses and strengths are. But in Bhagavad Gita, it also says, which repeats many times, whatever we do, we should not just think about myself, my family, my neighborhood, my country. It must be Sarva Bhut Hite Rata. It must be for the beneficiary of the whole universe. So if you are working in a company, don't just think that how you are going to get a promotion, but how it's going to help the whole corporation, whole business. And is this business is beneficiary for the customers, for the human beings, to uplift the human beings? Is this for Sarva Bhut Hiterata? Or am I making the bombs and I'm making the guns who are going to kill other people? Or am I making something which is going to destroy people's health? The biggest problem which I think in India is this artificial milk, which is being made with caustic soda and so many synthetic things. And children are drinking, people are drinking, and so much. Those are the carcinogenics we are feeding. And so much cancer is coming up. And the people who are making this kind of milk and distributing, for what? For money, for this temporary gain, which is going to stay here. It's not going to go with this body. But we are hurting so many people and committing the sins. So, for worldly gain, we should not commit the sins to pollute the people and pollute the world. So, whenever we work, we must work as a mentor, that I am setting a good example for others. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna gives the example of King Janak, that who was the king, but still he was serving his kingdom as God would himself conduct his kingdom. So he was just working as the well-wisher of the whole kingdom, Sarva Bhut Hiterata. So whatever we do must be for the Sarva Bhut Hiterata, must be Ma Phaleshu Kadachan. We should do our best and leave the results up to God. Because Lord Krishna says beautifully that you can do whatever you want. You can put your best efforts. In fact, there is a beautiful verse in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 18, verse 14. It says, Adhishthanam tatha karta, karanam cha prathak vidham, prathak vidyash, prathak cheshta, vidyash prathak cheshta, devam cha eva panchmam. We can have the best place to work. We can put our best efforts. We will have the best resources, best team. But the ultimate blessing comes from supreme power and with our destiny. It has actually two meanings. Our destiny is built with whatever we do. At the same time, Lord Krishna says, my grace. And where do I put my grace? Who I bless? Who are pure in this heart. Gita Jnanam Pavani Manushyana. Gita's Jnana is the Pavani. It makes us purified. It is for the purification for the whole humanity, for the whole universe. Every single verse teaches us. And our topics here are how to apply it, the teachings of our Bhagavad Gita, this beautiful ancient wisdom, this holy book. where Lord Krishna spoke himself. There are so many scriptures in the world, but none of them are given by Lord himself. Here the Bhagavad Gita, he himself given to Arjuna in the field of Kurukshetra to uplift him. And we face those problems every day in our life. We have many questions in our life, like this beautiful question which we are discussing, that many times we work hard but we do not achieve the results what we are looking for. And Bhagavad Gita says, do your best with best of your ability, with love and compassion for the best of the universe, for the Sarva Bhut Hite Rata, for the benefit of the whole universe, not just for myself, not just for my family benefit, not just for my community or my country benefit or my corporation benefit, must be Sarva Bhut Hite Rata. And do our best and leave the results up to God. Because He knows if we are on the right path or not. And when we are on the right path, He's going to give us His blessing. So, the tips for today are that before we take any action, we must evaluate our mental status, our resources, and clear our doubts if we have any. As Arjuna, before he embarked on this dharma war, in the field of Kurukshetra, first thing he did, he asked Lord Krishna, please take me around this field, war field. So let me evaluate, who am I going to fight here? And then he realized that he was not ready. His mental status was not ready. His resources were, he was nervous. And also his inner conscience was not allowing him to fight with his elderly. So in other words, he was not ready. Similarly, before we embark on any projects, we must evaluate our mental status, our capabilities, our resources, and if we have any doubts, before starting any project, we must clarify it. And if we do not have certain skills, we must go and train ourselves. Whether I am in computer field, I might need to develop and work on some software, then I have to learn that. If I am in the engineer or a doctor, before I embark on any job, I must get the full training. That's what Lord Krishna guides in Bhagavad Gita. So, the question is, Bhagavad Gita's teachings are relevant in today's modern time, in our daily life, or in this kind of lifestyle? How these Bhagavad Gita's teachings fit in our lifestyle? Such a busy lifestyle. With lot of issues, lot of challenges. Is Gita going to answer us? And 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita, as I said, each verse is a prescription to solve the problem in our daily life and solve our challenges. And give us the solutions. And not only give us the solutions, the method, the procedures, how to solve these problems. It makes us so relaxed that Lord Krishna started speaking to us through our inner voice, through our some friend's voice, through our some radio stations, through some TV channels and answers us one way or other. So, we must put our antenna up and just listen to his messages. But as I said yesterday, before going to bed, we should read one verse of Bhagavad Gita. And also getting up in the morning, after getting up, just read one verse or one mantra or just Gita or just do pranam to Gita. And see that transformation happens within you. So Bhagavad Gita, the solution to every problem in our life. As I said yesterday, and I'm going to repeat as Mahatma Gandhi said, that any time I had a difficulty, and we know Mahatma Gandhi's life, that any time I had a difficulty, I open Bhagavad Gita and start smiling because the answers, solutions were right there. And that's why there are no scars on me, because Lord Krishna helped me to solve all of my issues. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita guides us. In fact, it awakens the Guru within us. So Guru start talking to us. The Jagat Guru, Lord Krishna, start talking to us and giving us the solutions. So read the Bhagavad Gita in the morning, one word, or do pranam to Bhagavad Gita if you do not have time. Read one verse and let the verse manifest within you, and you will not have insomnia anymore, and you will not have any nightmares anymore, because Bhagavad Gita is manifesting within you. And then also evaluate yourself. What kind of aptitude I have? What kind of swabhava I have? What kind of personality I have? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Does my aptitude, my swabhava aligns with the job I do? Why am I working like that? Is that job is causing me stress, anxiety, losing my sleep on it? And why am I doing it? The other thing is, which we will talk more in the next time, but just briefly, how does it fit in the overall strategy of my life? In other words, what is the purpose of my life? The purpose of our life as Bhagavad Gita, as I said, Bhagavad Gita is the guide to eternal happiness, peace, prosperity, abundance, anandam, satchit anandam. The work I am doing is giving me peace of mind, bringing a smile on my face, making me feel more relaxed, making me feel more calm, more connected with divine power, with myself, with others. Answer to these will help you to decide if you are on a right job. And once you do your best, then God's blessing will come. So there is no question, whenever we work, we will get the results. Maybe not according to our desire, but God knows His divine play is bigger than our wisdom, our knowledge. He knows what to deliver to us, what to give it to us. And He will shower us with His blessings. So enjoy, do this analysis, and answer will come to you. So let's sit down for 5 minutes and just meditate. So let's close our eyes if it is possible, and if you are not driving, and if you are at the place where you can sit and close your eyes. So just sit comfortably, close your eyes gently Focus on your breath. Focus on your nostril. And let the breath travel to your lungs. And with each breath, tell yourself, I am relaxed. I am relaxed. And smile. So feel that every breath is filled with calmness, serenity, filling the lungs, every cell of the lungs, and moving toward the heart and dissolving all the toxins in our body and mixing with blood stream, and feel the heart is filled with this serenity, calmness. And let's recite the Om 3 times. Om. Take a deep breath. Om. Om. And feel the Anandamayi Shakti cultivated by the sound of Pranav, Om, is enriching every cell of the heart and flowing in the entire body through the blood stream. And enriching every cell of the body, every DNA of the body, every nucleotides, atoms, electrons, mitochondria, empty spaces with serenity, with calmness, with pure Anandamayi energy, this healing energy. And my entire body, stomach area, the thighs, the legs, the feet, the shoulders, the face, the cheeks, my mouth inside with the tongue, all the teeth area, all jaws, ears, eyes, forehead, the top of the head, all the way to crown chakra. The entire body is filled with Anandamayi Shakti. And feel that I know the purpose of my life to experience my true being, Sat Chit Ananda, my true nature, experiencing who I am. I am Sat Chit Ananda. I know my strengths. I know my Swabhava. I work according to my Mother Nature, my Swabhava, my aptitude, my gunas, my personality. I know my strengths. I work very sincerely with love and compassion. Every activity I do is filled with love and compassion. Everything I do in my life is for Sarva Bhut Hite Rata. It is for the beneficiary of the entire universe. I work as I am worshipping God. I work my best and let go. I do my best and let the results surrender to God. He knows the best and He will do the best for me. So have a faith in yourself and in God. I have patience. I have faith in God. I read Gita every day before going to bed. I surrender to Lord Krishna, surrender to God Almighty before going to bed with one verse. And every morning I smile. With every breath I smile. I smile like Lord Krishna, who smiles all the time. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May God lead me from unreality to reality, from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, and from death to immortality. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace for my body, peace for my mind, and peace for the universe. Thank you very much for being a part of this beautiful cultivating the energy and emitting to the universe. And now rub your hands, put them on your eyes, and gently open your eyes. Namaste. I'm so glad that you joined, and please send us your questions. You may send it by through Facebook, or actually you can type. You can actually type your questions, and I will be happy to answer it during the session, or at least in the next session. And at the same time, as I said, I am still in India, and you are hearing me from Hyderabad, and you could hear the birds and the peacocks on the back. It's a beautiful place to hear all those beautiful birds and the nature and be with the nature. But I will be coming back to USA in a couple of weeks. In fact, maybe next week. And then we will have our sessions. We are starting the Bhagavad Gita, teachings for how to apply it in daily life on a regular basis. And actually on the Facebook Live, it's mainly the question answers. But on the YouTube channel, we will be doing the systematic study of Bhagavad Gita. So please subscribe to Satya Kalra on YouTube. Go to Satya Kalra on YouTube. Here is you can just see it here, my spelling of my name. And also you can send your question and answers or whatever you have. Here is www.ptaus.org. So please subscribe to our channel, and also if all the details are how to work, basically the Prosperity Forever book, which is to the art of work, so how we should work, how we should get the best of ourselves are given in that book, in this 30 days book. And I have a separate channel, Prosperity Forever now. You might want to go to that channel and like the page, so then anytime we do the live, you will be able to get the messages. And make sure you turn on your notification so that way you can be informed. But make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channels, because we have almost 100 YouTube videos there, and we are posting it almost every other day, and we will be starting the Gita's program. So please make sure you subscribe to our channel so you are not left out. And thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much Reva ji also, and many other, as I mentioned, Raju ji, Manoj ji, many of you have joined. So send us your comments, give us your feedback, and send us your questions, because we are here to help everyone. So if you have any question, do not hesitate. Or you can actually send me in personal email, satya@ptaus.org, because many times people don't want to ask the questions in public. That's okay. Just send me the question and I will be happy to answer it. So thank you very much for joining. Have a very nice evening in USA, and in India, of course, we have a daytime. So pranam, namaste, and thank you very much. And look for our next live program. I will start my traveling in next 2 days, so I might not be able to do any more sessions in India, but I will do my best, because I have a conference to go, and I would be doing the live from the conference from Rishikesh for several days. So please log on to our channels and listen to it, give us your comments, and thank you very much, and God bless us all, and namaste.